episode number 6 with Paul and Kaitlyn. It seems that things are getting a little bit better with the COVID phase. Welcome, Liz. How are you, Liz?
Great. Thanks for having me on. This is exciting.
Thank you. I'm definitely messed up the beginning right there, I think. So I right away messed up the live broadcast, but we'll get it going here. So welcome, Kaitlyn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I think we're all in our self-isolation here with the COVID. I think things are getting slightly better, I think, but the numbers are still terrible.
Yeah.
I see, watching the news and everything is just, you kind of look for a little bit pieces of good news out of it, but it's still the numbers are terrible. And hopefully things over the next couple weeks continue to get better, like the good side of things rather than the bad side of things. But it's still a lot of work to do. But there's and then last weekend was Easter weekend. Did you guys do anything on Easter that was a little different or go out at all?
We had like happy hour Zoom meetings with all of our families.
Oh,
so we did it with
fun.
like my boyfriend's family, both sides of his family, and then my family. And we had like
That's
bingo.
fun.
We played bingo on Zoom, which was fun.
Bingo on Zoom. I haven't tried
Yeah.
that yet. I don't. Yeah, we've tried a lot of Monopoly at my house, and we've done pretty good with that. But
Yeah.
we haven't tried. I'll try that bingo. That might be. We used to play bingo when we were kids out in Cincinnati where my mom grew up out there.
Yeah,
that
it was
might be
fun. We all printed out our own sheets. And then someone just was the
That's a great idea.
person.
Yeah, that's
so,
nice and
yeah.
simple, and it's a common game. So you just go through it and you come up with some funny prizes, and off you go, right?
Yeah, the prizes are funny. The prizes is like you have to pick someone to take a shot, or like you have to pick someone to like
Oh,
do
it was
dishes
the
for the
drinking.
week.
It was a drinking bingo.
It was like, yeah, it was drinking, but then also like other prizes too. So it was fun though.
Did you go out on Easter at all, or?
Go out? No, I mean, usually, traditionally, we go to the Molly Pitcher for brunch, my husband and I.
Yeah.
And it's a fabulous spread, but eggs and bacon this year. I mean, at home.
That's right. Just kind of stayed local. Yeah, I went down to Spring Lake to see my mother-in-law with Dorothy and Jack, but we didn't actually see her. We just drove up to the place that she stays at and dropped stuff off at the front door and waved in the window. That was about it. So it was kind of an interesting event, but the whole town was closed. We were just able to go in and really just drive back home. That's all we did. So it was different, but we did the Zoom with the family too. That was fun with everybody, getting to see everybody and see my dad who's in the city. So we had to wire him into Zoom, which was fun, to wire somebody into Zoom to give him directions over the phone how to connect in. So, but it was good. It made the best of the difficult situation, but good. So now I see. Now, Liz, you've been. You are our 6th guest on Just Chilling.
Single digits is important, right?
That's right. Do you know the importance of there's only 9 single digits, and there's it's a short number. Now, do you know why I'm so obsessed with these numbers and everything?
Does it have to do with baseball?
Yeah, did you guess that? I guess you guessed that. I don't know, but yes, it has to do. It has to. I'm a big Yankee fan, and the Yankees are crazy about their jersey numbers. And number 6, who you may not know, is Joe Torre. All right, so Joe Torre is a legendary Yankee. So you're number 6 on the podcast. So you have the distinct honor of being a single-digit guest on Just Chilling. So
an honor. Thank you.
Pretty exciting, I guess. So for maybe not, but for somebody that likes,
you're gonna have triple digits of these, 4 digits.
That's I'm just happy. I'll see if we can get Kaitlyn. When we first started off, Kaitlyn and I think we were probably thinking we may just do 1, right?
Yeah.
And now we're up to 6. So I think that's an accomplishment. If we get to 10, I'll be pretty happy, I think, and then we'll just continue. Although doing them online like this is much easier than getting everybody together.
Yeah, definitely.
it's so much easier because everybody can just be wherever they are and just patch in, and it makes it just so much easier than going to a certain place, because people have to get there and park and get upstairs and all that. And so I think moving forward, we do a blend of these where some of them are remote and some of them are face to face. If somebody's like really close, then we could just do them face to face. But now Liz, we first met you at Chill. It's probably over a year now, right?
Yeah.
You were one of our first clients coming in, right?
Yes, it was December of your opening year, 2018?
2018. Yeah, December, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yes, you just opened in, I know I had seen a few cryotherapy spots, locally driving around. Hadn't tried it prior to your space, but I was excited to come in.
That's right. We found you on social media. You were when I was searching through, I was like, well, I got to find all the different Red Bank locations, and your name is Red Bank Red, so you automatically came up in all of the searches. So.
It works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's how did you come up with that name initially?
Initially, it was used for a fantasy football league.
Come on, really? Wow.
Yeah. And it was my husband's idea. We live in Red Bank. My hair is red. It has been for several years. So he said, I was looking for a fantasy football team name, and it was his suggestion, Red Bank Red. And when I set up my Instagram, I think it must have been the same year. So it just continued, and it's found all kinds of life. So even if I change my hair, which I have changed it to purple and blue, while still being Red Bank Red, and it does cause confusion. So I'm sticking with red.
That's true. I could imagine. I think I've seen at a couple of your presentations, people kind of like, well, how come you're Red Bank Red and your hair was a slightly different color? And it was like, I think I just got to stick with the red here. So.
Yeah, right. It was like pink. People are like, what came first, the name or the hair? I don't know, but I'm an OG. I like to consider myself an OG of Chill, just because I'm not part of the staff. Sometimes I feel like it because I'm there so much. But I feel like I'm an OG for ChillRx.
Yeah, you definitely are. Yes, you're in quite a bit. You post quite a bit. You're definitely a friend of ChillRx without a doubt. So you're and I think we were talking. I think you've probably tried all the different treatments. So between you and your husband too, coming in.
Most of them, yeah.
Most of them, yeah.
Maybe one or two. Your new one. Wait, is this been launched?
The Chill Pod, yeah, that's coming soon. It's coming. It's on my website, so if people want to go on the website and take a look.
How much excitement are you hearing about that?
When I introduced it to a few clients, they were all like, sign me up as soon as you get it in there. So it's going to be delivered this week, and then as we get going with the startup of the store and everything, that'll be part of the big rollout of new technology and stuff like that. So that'll be pretty exciting, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, it's because people are going to be wanting to lose weight after this, I think, and they're going to, hopefully it'll be in time for the summer, and people it'll be a good combination of technology, I think. So
very cool. So yeah, I'll try that when that one comes in too.
Good.
Liz doesn't need to. She's probably working out every day of this quarantine.
I mean, it's what I do. It's what I love to do. So naturally I do it anyway. But now it's like I'm forced to get more creative and also just get back to basics, which is like what I want to emphasize to people too, that are like, out of their gym regular goers, people that use machines. It's like, you just kind of have to get creative. There's still plenty of ways you can work out at home. And also it's kind of like, I think it's almost like a welcome break. If you're used to doing particular routines, classes, exercises, it's a welcome break to kind of do something different. So like whether your body, it's like not really a time to focus on fat loss necessarily, or strength gain or muscle gain. I consider it more of a time of let's just get through this and maintain and stay active and stay healthy. Healthy body, healthy mind. So it's like, let's get back to basics. Let's find, ways of improving our form for now, because most people don't have a lot of weight at home, like dumbbells. So it's like really, there's plenty of things people can do. There's classes.
So are you doing personal training classes online now?
Yeah, I am. So through Renaissance Pilates in Red Bank, she's running several classes per week. I'm on her class roster.
Okay.
I do about 4 a week. They are cardio strength-based classes. So mostly body weight. If people have dumbbells, I certainly encourage them to use them. People have gotten so creative. I've seen people using wine bottles, water bottles, books, paint cans. You could certainly use a backpack. You could fill that up with some kind of heavy stuff, books, and use that. You know, don't let not having weight be an excuse not to come to a class or to work out on your own.
I used my dog the other day for squats. So.
Oh, there you go.
For squats, perfect. Yeah. So the classes are like 60 minutes, and it's fun. I mean, I have fun at least doing it.
That's good. Now, is it most of your like existing clients? Are you getting new clients in too with this?
Some existing are continuing with like Zoom training, like one-to-one. But I'm also getting a lot of new faces I'm seeing in my remote classes.
Is it all on Zoom? So you have like everyone set up or?
Yeah, it's all on Zoom. So you sign up for the class on Mind Body, you'll get a link sent to your email. It says this is how you log in, and it's a Zoom just like this. And you can put your camera on or off. I mean, I prefer to see what people are doing, but some people are just not comfortably on camera, totally fine. And then you just follow what I'm doing. You listen and you follow. And I'm watching too, of course, if your camera's on. So,
yeah, you did a little bit of a warm up this morning on our networking call, and I liked how you had a good technique there of going up to the screen and you would call people out that were doing well or doing a particular exercise. So you have a good technique with you've adapted your coaching style to the web format.
And that's the difference between, there's plenty of free workout content online. You could go to YouTube. You could stream like on Beachbody on demand or something. There's plenty of resources out there for people that are looking for free content, which is great. The benefit of having a class necessarily is like, well, you sign up, you have that accountability of like, I signed up, I committed to class, I'm going to show up. And also you have that live stream where I may call out your name and say, you're doing great, or let's push, because I'm watching you. So it's kind of that, a little bit of feel of the real class, but you're in your own space.
Are they all body weight exercises, or do you have to have some kind of weights?
So yeah, that's the thing for most people. I want that to hold them back from signing up for class. If you only have water bottles, literally you can use these, you can fill these up. But if you don't have anything, that's okay too. Like you can still get plenty of work out of just your body weight. You can create, I always say you can create a lot of work with little to no weight.
Right.
So no, I definitely agree. I think it's a good way to. Now, do you see this business? Now you already had an online component to your business too, right? And then now is this growing that further, you think, or?
So I've been doing remote coaching. I still have some remote clients currently. Okay. I haven't been as much focused on growing that. It's more like, what people's resources right now are especially limited. So I want to, of course, provide value for people if they have questions. I'm always, available in my inbox or message me. And providing content online, like little mini workout sets they can do. But like the focus right now is just getting people moving and keeping them active and engaged. So I think the classes are more my focus, but of course, if someone wants remote coaching with the accountability, the nutrition coaching, the workouts written for them, designed around what they have at home and what they can do, that's also available too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think several of the Red Bank Business Alliance calls that I've been on, and a couple of the other business owners that I've spoken to, is that you try to take this environment that we're in and say, okay, you know, I'm developing skills in these online classes, and maybe as I go forward, this could be a component of my business rather than just an opportunistic type of thing. And how do I schedule it in a way that it could fit into my other areas of business? You know, so just like restaurants, or there's several restaurants that never did takeout before, and now they're doing a lot of takeout. It's like, wait a minute, I can just do it through this back door and arrange to have a chef or just cater to that particular area and such. So it's the same way with online professionals such as yourself with the you know, coaching and such. Is how do you do it, and how do you set up a rhythm and an accountability like this online? I think it's a great way to continue to grow this, I think.
Yeah, it's really forcing everybody to adapt, and I think it's great to have this available continuing practice too.
I feel like this is so important, especially when you're sitting inside all day long and like not doing anything. You're not active like you usually are. It's like a really good thing to have, just for like your mental, physical health, everything.
Totally.
And they're trying to, the World Health Organization is trying to, they promote it on their websites too, is to, you know, be active. What do they say? Like three or four times a day. Don't just sit on a couch and sit on a chair all day, which you can tend to do when you're home isolated like this.
Yeah, that's so easy to do. But also, you know, moving is going to boost your immune system.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, people are worrying about getting sick. Certainly now's the time to improve your nutrition. I know it's like not what everybody wants to do. The popular thing is ordering out, which of course order out, but you know, frozen foods, fast foods. It's like now's really the time you actually want to be taking better care of yourself. Eat more nutrient-dense foods, hydrate more, move, because that's going to boost your immunity.
Yeah, I think that, and you probably coach your clients this too, is when you have this time, it's good to like think about all the different things that you eat. And, you know, when you're busy and you don't have time to look at the nutritional values on the food that you buy, well, you know, everybody has a little bit of extra time now. Maybe it's time to look at that and see like, wow, you know, there's really that many calories in there, or there's a lot of sodium in this. And how come I can't pronounce half these things? And maybe when I go to the store or order it at the local areas that are open, I'll get some fresh fruit instead of something else, and try to be as healthy as you can during this time frame. I know I'm trying. I've been drinking more tea than I possibly can imagine, and I'm sleeping better. And it's like, wait a minute, this is actually working out to some you know, some benefit here.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see who can kind of maintain those habits. If you are making habit changes now, like you're sleeping better, you're getting that biofeedback of like you're sleeping better, your stress levels are going down, maybe your skin's clearing up, or, you know, there's all kinds of little markers you can look for besides how your clothes fit or the scale. Because again, it's really not as much about weight loss right now. It's more about just staying sane and staying healthy. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things develop past this, what people continue forward with, and then, or things, do they just go back to what was prior?
Now, that's interesting. I know I've heard you talk about a lot about different markers that you can use to gauge your success. You know, one of them is, the simplest one is to get on a scale, but that doesn't always tell the whole story. There's a lot of things that you should keep track of in your life to see how you're doing with things. You know, there's you know, and there's so many different instruments that are available to be able to measure those things now too. Like we have the InBody system that I know you use quite a bit in your practice.
Yeah, I love that scale, just because it gives such a different perspective for people that aren't familiar with body composition. It's probably the best tool we have available to, you know, most people. I mean, there's other tools out there, the Bod Pod, but honestly, I don't know where you can find one. But it just teaches people more about their relationship to the number on the scale, because the number on the scale is just everything, right? It doesn't really tell you how much lean mass you have, how much body fat mass you have. What does that mean? The relationship between the two.
No, I think that's good, and I think your other point too is about sleep in general too. Is if you're go through an exercise program that you would work with you on, you're going to sleep better after the first couple of weeks, and you're going to like, wow, it all kind of compounds on itself. And we talk about that a lot at Chill, the cryotherapy. Is it helps people to sleep better because they're burning extra calories. There's less inflammation in your body. There's less pain and such, and sleeping better. If you can get a good square 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, you're gonna feel better long term, without a doubt, and lose the weight that you're looking to lose. I think so. Definitely something to. In addition to measure, it's not just a one number. There's many things that you should be considering when you're.
Yeah, I mean, I know I have my Fitbit that tracks. I love to track my sleep because that's something I was trying to improve prior to all of the quarantine, and obviously has improved. But yeah, the Fitbit's a great tool. People use their Apple Watches, and it's so convenient, so easy to just kind of track things like your steps, like improving. That's a great thing right now. Having something like this, you can track your steps because we are sitting so much. So like getting up and getting an extra lap around your building or your neighborhood is all going to be cumulative.
No, I agree. I think that's, and I think it's just expanding your thought process. How do you continue to because you can get pretty frustrated if you just look at your the one number on your scale every day, because it goes up and down, based upon what time you do it. If you're not doing it consistently, but also if you drink a lot of water, or if you went out to dinner the night before, if you had too much to drink or something, it can go 4 or 5 pounds one way or the other, depending upon your particular situation from that.
Yeah,
from the day
so many factors that play into it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So how do you, look, do we have a special guest here too?
Oh, look how cute.
So
Bentley is in the house here. Look at that. He's joining in.
I wanted to be a part of it.
He just fit right in. He didn't he didn't bark or anything. He's just, I'm just going to just roll in here.
No,
like
he knows.
This might be the picture. I'm going to have to take one of those pictures when he post it up. As Bentley has to be included in it. So sure. And Bentley is a huge star, as you may know, Liz, on Instagram. A huge star on Instagram, gets reposted all the time.
I'm waiting to see
his TikToks. I've tried, but
oh, you've tried Bentley TikToks?
Yeah, he doesn't stay still for very long, so it's hard. But I did try to do a few. So.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
The dog TikToks really blow up.
Oh, they do. Really?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
Everyone loves the dog. So. That's
true. Yeah. I don't. That's good. So Liz, you're involved with quite a few things in town too, in Red Bank. Is that right?
Yes. I don't know how I get myself involved, but I'm glad I am. So the 5K specifically was scheduled for June 20th, and I know Chill, you're involved with that too.
Yeah.
But due to the current situation, it is now rescheduled for October 10th. So let's hope that's the final date. So it's the 3rd year, right, for the Red Bank 5K.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of history to this race. There's it was a Sheehan Classic, I think, initially for many years, and then I don't know what happened. It just stopped being run for whatever reason. The organizers couldn't do it or something, and then I think it was off one year, and then a group of business owners in town started the Red Bank 5K 3 years ago, and I think we had over 1,500 runners last year, and that was my first year involved with it. And it was a pretty, 1,500 runners is not a small race. That's a lot of people to be able to be organized. And I was surprised all the work that went into these things. And Liz, I know you've been involved in a lot of them too. It's like, wow, I didn't know you'd think about all this stuff. But in order to get all these people there on that day, there's a lot to do. Organizing with the town, organizing with the volunteers, the food, security, the cleanup afterwards, the setup, and then you're also volunteering your time beforehand too, right? Doing the race prep work, right?
Yeah. So we have a training, the official Red Bank training program. It's going to start 8 weeks prior to the race, and it's going to be in conjunction with the YMCA. It's going to be actually in their space. So the training program gets anybody that doesn't currently run or is just new to running, or this is maybe their goal to do a 5K, or sure, if you're well trained and you just want to jump in and do some more training, anybody is welcome. It is an 8-week program prior to the start of the race. We're meeting every Saturday at the Y, and we're going to be doing strength and conditioning classes. So not actually what you would think of as a training program of like running. There's going to be a running component for sure too, but what's going to keep people healthy and injury-free is doing some strength training. So that's part of it, but there's also included in that like a full Y membership for that term of the 8 weeks prior to the race. There's 4 whole body chills.
That's right.
Like, it is such a great deal. There's race registration included in it too. So it's a great little package.
Yeah, I think and a 5K is a great race to just start off as, because it's 3 miles. It can be, a beginning runner could take anywhere from maybe 40 to 50 minutes to finish, and that's perfectly fine within this race parameters. You won't be running by yourself as an introductory runner, so it's a good opportunity for people to get going, like you said, and go through some prep work, get your legs used to that time and that distance, and then you're off and running, and you maybe have your first race under your belt, or it's got you into your second or third race to get over the hump. So
I love our race too. I mean, I haven't done a ton of 5Ks, but I've done enough, and I think Red Bank is special because we just have such a unique course. We're a unique route. We have that Tower Hill.
Yes.
We have such pretty neighborhoods to run through. It's like if you get nice weather that day, it is such a fun race.
Yeah, and then it starts and finishes right on Broad Street, downtown Red Bank there. So there's plenty of parking in town because it's early on Saturday morning, so there's plenty of time to come in, and then they have big events afterwards, and it continues on through the night. It's a race weekend in Red Bank, so it's quite an event, and I'm sure everybody appreciates all the work that you're doing with it. Liz, you're involved in the social media too, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, yes. Need to be doing more promotion, but
yeah,
not many people are thinking about 5Ks, I think, right now. But we will be.
Yeah, I think the time will turn, and people's minds will get back to some more standard things, I guess. I don't know what more normal things. I think there'll be some adjustments as we go along, but it'll everybody's mindset will get back into a normal daily routine, I think, at some point. So at least I hope so pretty soon, but we'll see. But now you've been doing cryotherapy now for over a year now, right?
Yeah, I'd say when I'm on a good schedule, like once a week, and then sometimes it falls into once every other week, but I'm pretty consistent.
Now, what do you personally feel is the best time to do whole body cryotherapy, like in your experience?
Anytime, honestly, anytime. Well, there is a best time. I think the best time depends on what you want to get out of it. What is your end goal? Is it just to wake up, have a little better energy? Then maybe do it before your workout. Is it to recover? Yeah, maybe do it sometime after your workout. Maybe not immediately, but sometime after, to reduce some inflammation. And like all the uses for it, right? The best time if you're trying to improve sleep is probably, doesn't matter, but several times a week.
Yes. Exactly. I think it's well, that's your answer was perfect for the marketing is whenever it's convenient for you is what I talk about, really, because there's and for what benefit you're trying to achieve. If you have a lot of muscle pain after you work out, then do it probably about 30 minutes after you work out is perfect time, and you'll find that pain to be much less. And if you just come out of a surgery and you're trying to recover as quick as you can, then you come when it's easier to come in for you, and you come on a regular basis. We've had some people with some pretty major surgeries come in, and they work directly on a certain area, and that they've talked about how quickly they've come back and be able to walk and exercise and get back into their routines much quicker with it. So I agree with you. Make it as convenient as you can, and try to come in where it fits your schedule is the best solution.
Yeah. And you guys do make it so convenient. I feel like I could schedule with 10 minutes notice, and it's usually like, okay, yeah, because it's only a 3-minute. Well, 3 minutes in the tank's probably what, 5-6 minutes in total of you changing tanks.
Change fast.
Out. Okay, maybe 10 minutes, but it's like it's not something you have to plan like days in advance. You can call the same day and probably be able to come in, right?
Yes, exactly. Because it's 3 minutes, we can always slot somebody in per se. So even if it's busy, like our busiest times are Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, but we can drop people in pretty easily. If you call in, we'll say, okay, maybe come in a half hour. Or if it's real busy, we can slot you in after the rush or something like that. So yeah, we can always get people in. So we say appointments are preferred, or you can do an appointment, but drop-ins are always welcome too. So that's how we kind of position it, I think. That's so you have, and then you've also done the infrared sauna too. Is that correct?
Yeah, I love that combination. The fire and ice combination is
my favorite too.
That's a treat. Yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah, it's a good it's a good package with your boyfriend or your husband, and you can spend an hour in the sauna and reading or listening to a podcast or something, or talking, and then head into the cryotherapy. We have a lot of people. It's definitely our most popular package out of everything that we sell, and it's we've gone a couple days where we've been sold out the whole day with those packages, with people doing both of them. So it's pretty good, especially on a cold and rainy day or something like that. Those Saturday and Sundays are pretty busy with that.
Yeah, that's definitely something to look forward to if you book in advance. That's a great service.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's good. That's good. So, well, good. Well, do you have any questions for us, Liz, or no? No.
Well, you didn't ask me what my favorite service is.
Oh, what is your favorite services? There you go. All right.
And I haven't gotten to try the IVs yet. I'll try those at some point. But I think my favorite service is actually you have the Cryo Sculpt. And I will say, I know I work out a ton, I eat well, I hydrate. There's certain things that, like, there are genetic things that we really just sometimes can't change. And one of those things is cellulite. So I have used your service like last summer for just a thin layer of cellulite on my thighs, and it was awesome.
Well, thank you very much. I usually don't bring those up unless somebody brings them up. So that's great. So I think
no woman's really immune to cellulite, and some part of her body, if she's over a certain age, she's going to have cellulite. So it's just a great little helper tool. So I appreciate that.
No, I agree. I think that's we have a lot of clients that come in for that. I think it's what's nice about it is you do it. Cellulite is a once a week type of treatment, and you can definitely start to see results after the second or third treatment, and then you just maintain after that and come back, on a month basis after that to be able to keep it off and such. So we have a lot of clients that have joined it and seen the results of it, and then that same technology can be used for fat freezing and skin toning. So we have several clients that are really, really regular and religious about it. So it's great to hear. Great to hear. Thank you for that. That's good. That's good. Well, I think I think we have a wrap for Just Chilling number 6. I think, Liz, thank you very much for being a guest on.
Oh, of course. Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Thank you for thank you for your work that you're doing on the Red Bank 5K. What I've also found is that race does not happen without volunteers. So it's we appreciate you putting in all that work for that and being part of the community.
It's a race when it happens. Yeah.
And giving back. And I think October, when we rescheduled it, we got a lot of comments. It's like there's going to be a lot of activities in October when things get going, and I think it'll be fun. I think every town will have different activities, and everyone will be excited to be back into some sort of a routine. So thank you very much, Liz, and Kaitlyn. Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll be in touch, and we have another Just Chilling getting planned, so we'll get that going in another week or so. And if you don't follow Liz on Instagram, she's, as you would imagine, it's at Red Bank Red on Instagram. So follow Liz, and we'll sign off here on Just Chilling episode number 6.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks, Liz.